If you could invest just $5 a day into 3 ETFs and end up owning the entire global market while getting paid every single month, would you do it? Because that's exactly what this portfolio does. Right now, this 3 ETF setup using SPYI, QQQI, and IDVO is generating me $1,269 per year in dividend income, and I didn't need a huge lump sum to build it. Here's the idea. This is SPYI. This is the NEOS S&P 500 High Income ETF. It gives me exposure to the S&P 500. And this is QQQI. This is the NASDAQ 100 High Income ETF. That targets the NASDAQ 100. That's your tech sector. And then this is IDVO, the Amplify CWP International Enhanced Dividend Income ETF. That adds international dividend income. So with just $5 a day into each, I am consistently investing into U.S. large caps, tech growth, and global markets, all while building a monthly income stream. Let me show you exactly what this looks like in my portfolio. This is SPYI. Currently, I hold 83.27 shares at a cost of $45.72. It's trading at $51.47. QQQI, that is, I hold 75.34 shares of that, owning it at $52.91. The share price is $52.33. And there is IDVO. I own 85.98 shares of it at $38.05. And that is trading at $42.70. But here's where it gets interesting. This portfolio isn't just growing, it's paying me consistently. I'm going to take you over to what my annual dividend income for all three is. There is QQQI. That is paying me $563.54 a year. IDVO is $192.60. And going back to SPYI, that is paying me $513.78. All three of these are monthly payers. So that monthly paycheck hits every month. And that's a total of $1,269 annually in dividend income from just 3 ETFs. Now, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. If you are considering investing in the market, I would speak to a financial advisor, as this is not financial advice. I am just showing you my portfolio for educational and entertainment purposes. If you do invest, be aware that investing involves risk, and previous performance does not guarantee future results. Now, on the surface, this is already solid. You're getting broad diversification, monthly income, and steady contributions building over time. But there is something most people completely overlook with these ETFs. If you go back into IDVO, look in the dividends tab. What surprised me is, now you see the dividend yield. It's a nice 5.26 every month. That is the dividend growth rate. That is the yearly growth rate, which is 20%. Look at the dividend growth rate over 3 years. So it does have somewhat of a track record. 34.74. You're getting growth. So it's grown by 34.74% over the last 3 years. Going back to SPYI, to the dividends tab there. Dividend growth per year has not been great, but look at the 3-year for that. That is 23.17, a dividend growth rate over the past 3 years of a track record. Just showing you here, just to be transparent, this is QQQI. It does not have that long of a track record compared to SPY, so that has not grown as much. And also, too, the NASDAQ 100 is more volatile, so you can't always count on dividend growth coming out of QQQI. But so this isn't just a collect income strategy, it is a growing income engine. And if you've seen my previous breakdowns on SPYI and QQQI individually, you already know these aren't just high yield plays. They're designed to build over time. That changes the whole strategy, because now you're not just asking how much does it pay today, you're asking what does this pay me in 2, 3, 5, 10 years. Now, I got into the investment game very late. I was always taught that getting into the stock market was like playing the lottery. So I counted on a 401k for retirement. And in my late 50s, realized that that wasn't enough. So I started investing in August of 2022. And I needed to catch up for my retirement. And pretty much I only have between 3 to 7 years to build up for my retirement. So if you combine all of this with daily investing, you're stacking compounding and contributions, growing dividends, and market exposure all at the same time. Now, this kind of portfolio is perfect if you don't have a lot of capital up front, want monthly income instead of quarterly, and still want exposure to the broader market. But this can be from anywhere. This can be in the same situation I'm at, where I don't have a lot of time to invest. If you're starting early and you want to see monthly income with $5 a day, and all three of these trading under, two of them are around $50 a share. IDVO is closer to 40. You're gonna see daily increments actually scaling up into bigger and bigger. It's simple, repeatable, and scalable. With the way these are set, being with a share price both around $50 and SP and IDVO being around 40, you're buying a tenth of a share. With IDVO, you're buying almost 20% of a share daily. So $5 a day, you'll see results. In 10 days, you'll own a share of SPYI, you'll own a share of QQQI. After 10 days, you're going to own more than a share of IDVO. So you will see progress. It's not going to be like you're investing $5 a day and not see progress. And this might not even be the final version of this portfolio, because there is a case for adding a fourth ETF or stock, but something a little safer to stabilize income, or something with a little more risk if you want to push that yield even higher. And those are monthly payers as well. And that's what I'm going to break down next in my next video. If you found value in anything that I've mentioned today in this portfolio, be sure to subscribe, add a comment, and thank you for watching.